What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate for stopping by, man. Today I'm gonna give myself 3 seasons to turn one random player into an MVP. So as you can see, we got 2 random number generators. The first one is numbered 1 through 30 because there's 30 teams in the NBA, and then the second one is numbered 1 through 15 because that's the most players you can have on a roster. So let's say we spin both of these things to get team number 7, player number 5. Well, then we're gonna come over here to 2K. The teams already sorted alphabetically. Let's go to team number 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we got player number 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thankfully this one is just an example, but we would have 3 seasons to turn Steven Adams into an MVP. And really the only rule for this whole thing is I can't mess around with shot tendency. You know, it'd be really easy to come over here and just give him like a 99 shot tendency and whatnot. We're not going to be able to do that. I got to make trades to build a perfect team around my player. I got to do mentorship programs for badges, stuff like that. It's going to be a challenge, man, but it should be a lot of fun. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alright, man, so pretty much the way we're going to do this thing is I'm going to get to go through this whole spin process twice, so that way I have 2 players I'm able to choose from, and if for some reason I don't like either of those players, I can actually do a 3rd spin, but it's going to be a sudden death one, so whatever player I get, that's the player I have to try to turn into an MVP. Obviously that's pretty risky. I'm going to try to avoid that if I can, but we'll just see what happens, man. Let's not waste any more time though. So we're going to spin on this thing, and it looks like we got team number 3. That's the Bulls, man. There's some pretty good players here. Zach LaVine would be really easy. Lonzo Ball would be very interesting. I kind of hope I get him, and Kobe White would also be pretty cool. I feel like he would be able to put up some numbers, but obviously it's not my choice, so we're back here at the random number generator. Let's go ahead and spin, and it looks like we got player number 7. Okay, is that Kobe White? It honestly might be, and it is Kobe White. Okay, we'll definitely take that, man. What is the shot tendency looking like? That's the big question. Only a 55. That's pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that would be a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Shot tendencies actually do change from year to year, so I'm not too worried about it. He's also only 23 years old, so he might be a little bit too young, but you know what, I'm not gonna complain. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Let's go and see who our second player is gonna be though. So we're back at it, man. Let's go ahead and spin on this thing one more time, and it looks like we are gonna get team number 19. Okay, what team is that? I don't really know. I'm gonna guess the Mavericks maybe, but let's go and check it out. And it's actually the Indiana Pacers. We got some pretty good options here. Tyrese Halliburton, that's honestly too easy. What else do we got here? Like Miles Turner, that would be pretty interesting. Benedict Mathurin, I like that. Obi Toppin, bro, that would actually be a really fun one. Does he have the shot tendency though? I'm not too sure. I'm not going to check it until we get the player, but speaking of which, let's find out who that's going to be. So we're back here at the random number generator. Let's go ahead and spin on this thing, and it looks like we're going to get player number 5. Okay, honestly I don't know who that's going to be, but it's got to be a pretty decent player. Let's go and check it out, and it's Benedict Mathurin. Okay, man, we actually got lucky with these 2 spins here. I feel pretty good about that, and I believe he has a good shot tendency as well. Let's go ahead and check that out. Let's see, he's got a 75. We'll definitely take that. Now he is really young, even younger than Kobe White, 21 years old. That's a little bit concerning, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have a better chance of Benedict Mathurin. We do still have the sudden death spin as well. That's another option, but you know what, man, that's such a risk. I think I'm gonna go with Benedict Mathurin here. I feel like that's the right pick, but for the sake of entertainment, let's go ahead and do that sudden death spin just to see what would have happened. I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm pretty curious, so let's go ahead and check that out. So we're gonna do this pretty quickly because obviously it doesn't count, but let's hit spin on this thing, and it looks like we got team number 17. Then we got the second one here. Let's hit spin on this as well. We got player number 1. Okay, that's actually really good. Let's see who that would have been. Bro, it was Mikal Bridges. That's so tough. I feel like we definitely could have won an MVP with him. He for sure had a better chance of Benedict Mathurin, but you know what, man, it is what it is. We made our choice. We got Benedict Mathurin, and we got 3 years to try to turn him into an MVP, which is obviously going to be tough, but let's get into it. Alright, man, so looking at the rotation, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I got to do is trade Tyrese Halliburton. I love the guy, but he fills up the stat sheet way too much. I could definitely see him getting an MVP instead of Benedict Mathurin, so I definitely do want to trade him for like a pass first point guard, you know, something like that. That way Benedict can be our top option. What else do I want to do here, man? Buddy Hield, he probably has to go as well because he's a shoot first guy as well. I'm sure he has a high shot tendency. Yeah, buddy, you got to go, my boy. And other than that, man, I feel pretty good about this. Like Bruce Brown, he's a really solid player. You know, he's not going to take away from Benedict Mathurin too much. Same for Obi Toppin as well. TJ McConnell is solid too. You know, Jalen Smith, that's not too bad. Like none of those guys are going to take shots away from Benedict Mathurin. That's my main concern. So yeah, man, let's get into some trades here. So I'm looking around for point guards with low shot tendencies. I feel like Marcus Smart would be a good one. You know, he's going to move the ball around. He's going to play some good defense. I feel like that's a nice pickup. So we're definitely going to add him to the target list. Honestly, man, we can just reunite him with Derek White. You know, he's another guy who won't take shots away from Benedict Mathurin. He's a really good defender, good facilitator. We're definitely gonna add him to the list as well. But obviously I don't want to trade Tyrese Halliburton for either of those guys. It doesn't really make sense overall wise. So honestly, man, I might try to get Evan Mobley. You know, what if I just surround Benedict Mathurin with nothing but defenders? That way he can be our top scoring option. Does that trade make sense for the Cavs? It definitely doesn't, but that's not my problem. This is not a realistic rebuild, man. I forgot to say that, but let's go ahead and get that out the way. I'm not trying to make realistic trades. I'm not trying to win a championship. I just want Benedict Mathurin to get MVP. So yeah, Evan Mobley, I definitely want to add him to the list. And you know what? Let's go ahead and start there, man. Tyrese Halliburton for Evan Mobley straight up. Will they say yes to this? No, they won't. I guess I'll give us some first round picks here. I really would prefer not to, but it is what it is, man. I don't really care about these picks, to be honest with you, because all I care about is Benedict Mathurin winning that MVP. But 3 first round picks is insane, bro. 1 more first round pick here. They're still saying no. Are you kidding me, man? Okay, there's going to be some really bad trades here. I repeat, this is not a realistic rebuild, man, as we do get a trade done here. Evan Mobley, welcome to the team, but that was pretty crazy. So I do want to try to get Marcus Smart next, but I'm going to need some more first round picks. So let's go ahead and get this thing done here. Jordan Noir for a first round pick. That's pretty easy. We'll definitely take that. And honestly, man, I think that might be enough. I'm going to try Buddy Hield and a first round pick for Marcus Smart. I did make Buddy a small forward. That's the position they need, and that was the same overall as Marcus Smart. So I feel like we can get this thing done. Let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. That was pretty easy. Marcus Smart, welcome to the team. So I need some more first round picks once again. Ben Shepherd and a second rounder. That can get me one. Let's go ahead and get that thing done. So now we're going after Derek White, and honestly, man, I hate to do this, but I'm going to throw in Obi Toppin. I feel like he's a breakout candidate. I don't want that taken away from Benedict Mathurin. So yeah, we're going to try him and Jalen Smith, another breakout candidate. Let's see if that's enough for Derek White here. They're saying though they want 2 second round picks. They will give me Sam Hauser. That's the deal, man. Derek White, welcome to the team. And you know what? That's the squad for year 1. We got Marcus Smart, Derek White, Benedict Mathurin, Evan Mobley, and Miles Turner. I feel pretty good about that starting 5. Benedict Mathurin's going to get a lot of minutes. He's also the go-to scorer now. I'm excited to see what he's going to do, man. But anyways, taking a look at the bench now, we got Bruce Brown, we got Aaron Nesmith, TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, and also Isaiah Jackson. It's a pretty solid second unit. Again, no one is going to take away shots from Benedict Mathurin, so that's good. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, man, I'm actually not done making trades. It's a small thing, but let me cook here. I'm going to pull off this trade to get Cody Martin. Then I'm going to flip him to the Jazz to Kelly Olynyk. And then finally, I'm going to try to send Kelly Olynyk and a second round pick to the Grizzlies for Luke Kennard. Pretty much, man, he's got a lot of really good shooting badges. I think he'd be a great mentor for Benedict Mathurin. I mean, he's not even going to play for us. I just want him to be a mentor. So let's see if they will say yes to this deal. They're saying no, they want a first round pick. They'll give me Kenneth Lofton. I would prefer not to. Let me go ahead and try a second round pick here. They're still saying no. One more second round pick, and there we go, done deal. And yeah, man, I feel like that's really gonna pay off. We got catch and shoot gold, that's nice. Corner specialist gold, that's good as well. And probably like green machine maybe. Let's see, what else is there? Maybe slippery off ball. That might be pretty good too. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with that instead. So now that we got all that done, it's finally time to get in the simming here. I'm super excited. Let's actually go ahead and just sim the first game here and see what that looks like. So we do win. That's pretty nice. And Benedict Mathurin, 30 points, 4 rebounds, and he shot the ball a whole lot, man. We'll definitely take that. So that's a really encouraging sign, man. But let's not waste any more time. Let's sim the rest of this season. I'm at 46 and 36. Honestly, that's a little bit better than I thought we'd be. So I guess I'll take that because obviously we don't have to win a championship, but we do still have to be a pretty decent regular season team in order for one of our players to get MVP. So I feel like 46 and 36 would cut it, but I don't really know. Anyways, Ja Morant MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Let's see. We actually got executive here. That's pretty interesting. We'll definitely take that. What about the LNBA teams though? Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Anything for the Indiana Pacers? Evan Mobley, all defensive second team. That's pretty good to see. And it looks like that's it for us. So we are the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. That's pretty solid, but let's take a look at the stats here. It looks like Benedict Mathurin did lead the way for us. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. The 3-point shot was honestly not too bad, 33%. That's pretty decent for Benedict Mathurin. I mean, I guess it is a pretty decent step up, you know, 19 points compared to 17 as a rookie. Honestly, it's not too great now that I think about it, but it is what it is. It looks like Miles Turner was the second leading scorer, you know, 17 points. And let's see, how many shots did he attempt? He attempted 13, bro. That might be a little bit too much for me. Maybe we'll get another defensive minded center, but when it doesn't really shoot the ball too much, that's definitely something to consider. But I mean, other than that, everything else looks pretty good. Evan Mobley, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks. That's really nice. Derek White, 12 points. That's not too bad. Also 4 rebounds and 4 assists. And Aaron Nesmith, 9 points on only 19 minutes. That's pretty impressive. Maybe a little too impressive. I'm not too sure. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this playoff run. So to be honest with you, I don't really care about any of this. Let's go ahead and just sim this whole thing here and see how it plays out for us. As let's see, we are going to not make it out of the first round. That's pretty tough. We lost in 7 games to the Cavaliers. Could have shortened the rotation, probably. But again, man, all I care about is that regular season MVP trophy. So I'm really not tripping. But anyways, we send the rest of this thing here, and the Milwaukee Bucks won it all. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. All right, man. So obviously we didn't have our own first round pick in the draft. I did trade it away to get Evan Mobley. So it is what it is. Now we're here at team/player options. Obviously we're gonna pick up Benedict Mathurin. I am gonna say no to Bruce Brown and Luke Kennard just because they're making too much money. But I definitely want to bring both of them back on some budget deals. So let's go ahead and do that. So Bruce Brown doesn't have any offers. Let's try to bring him back. 12.25 M's per year for 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. Then we're going to re-sign Luke Kennard on a very small deal here. Let's go ahead and negotiate this thing. Yeah, like 3 M's, 2 years. That sounds pretty good to me. And he says yes to it. Okay. So now we're here at play progression, and Evan Mobley, man, this is pretty crazy. Up 5 to a 90. That's insane. Is he too good for us at this point? I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll figure that out. Anyways, I got Miles Turner staying put. Same for Derek White. Benedict Mathurin up 3 to an 82, and it does say 83 in the top left corner. That's pretty good. What about the shot tendency though? As I did not mean to skip all of that. That's my bad. bad. Let me just advance to season 2 and then we'll check that out. And you know what, man, I'll take this. He has a shot tendency of 82 now, which by far is the best on the team. He should be able to put up some numbers this year. Before we get into simming though, I do want to trade Miles Turner. Like I said, I feel like he's shooting a little bit too much for me. I'm going to try to make another trade with the Cavs, man. I'm trying to get Jared Allen here. He's younger, he's a higher overall, and most importantly, he has a really low shot tendency. Only a 55. He's just going to play some good defense, be a rim runner. We'll definitely take that. But will the Cavs say yes it is? That's a big question. Miles Turner and a first round pick. Is that enough to get this thing done? They're saying no. They want TJ McConnell. They'll give me Max Strus. Honestly, man, I'm not too sure about that. I feel like he does shoot the ball a little bit too much. I'd rather just give him another first round pick, to be honest with you. Will they say yes to this thing? And they will. Jared Allen, welcome to the team. And there we go. We got Marcus Smart, Derek White, Benedict Mathurin, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Mathurin getting 38 minutes per game, and he's the undisputed top scorer on this team. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about Evan Mobley, but I feel like we should be fine. Benedict should put up some numbers, man, so I'm pretty confident in that. Then we got the bench here is Bruce Brown, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Isaiah Jackson, and TJ McConnell. That's pretty solid as well. We only got one more year after this, man, so I definitely want to get Mathurin to like 25 points this season. I feel like that is realistic. Let's do the same thing as last year. We're gonna sit in the first game here and just see what it's looking like, as we do win pretty convincingly, so that's nice. Benedict Mathurin, 27 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals. That's pretty nice. He also shot the 3 ball really well, so that's good too. But Evan Mobley, man, 23 shot attempts. That's really high. He honestly might be too good for this team, man. I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't know, bro. Let's just enter the trade deadline and see what it's looking like. Alright, man, so we're here to trade deadline and we're 30-21, 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, same as last year. I mean, Benedict Mathurin took a little bit of a step, 23 points a game. That's pretty good to see. His shooting splits honestly still aren't the best, but I mean, 35% from deep, we round up around here. I guess we will take that. Honestly, man, my main concern is Evan Mobley. He really is doing his thing right now. 17 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Like, honestly, if we had one guy on our team who was MVP, it probably would be him. But honestly, man, there's not much I can do, because when you look at the top power forwards in the league, Evan Mobley has the lowest shot tendency by far. I mean, there's no one even really close to him. And if I trade for someone who's a lot worse than overall, then we might not be a very good team, then we can't get MVP. I mean, it's just a really tough spot. I think the game plan is just to stick with it this year, see what Benedict Mathurin ends up averaging, then we'll make some adjustments and go all out for season 3. It's not going to be enough, man. I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll find out. Let's get back to simming. Alright, man, so the good news is that we went 52-30, so our team is pretty nice. Yeah, man, when I'm looking at these MVPs here, like, how are we gonna beat this? Luka Doncic, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, shot 48% from deep. Like, bro, what am I supposed to do about that? I think the biggest problem with Benedict Mathurin is that he's only gonna shoot the ball. Like, he's not gonna rebound, he's not gonna assist, he's not gonna do a whole lot on defense. Honestly, I'm not too optimistic. But anyways, let's keep this thing moving here. And do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this here, as we do have Evan Mobley, All-NBA third team. Man, I think he has to go, because he's just too good for this team. He's still in Benedict Mathurin's shine, man. It is what it is. Like, all defensive first team as well. Yeah, this is definitely his team, which isn't good for this challenge. I'm not gonna lie, Evan Mobley is probably gonna get traded soon. But anyways, with the third seed in the Eastern Conference, let's take a look at the stats real quick. Benedict Mathurin, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And he's still not shooting the ball too well. This isn't looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just get the simming here. We will see how this thing plays out. And in year 3, we got to go all in, man. That is for sure. But we do make it out the first round and the second, and we're here in the NBA Finals just like that. That is pretty crazy. Can we win a championship? Let's go ahead and find out here. As they're facing the Thunder and we do lose in 7 games. It is what it is. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. So you got a few guys they need to resign. The first one is Derek White, 16.5 M's per year for 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. We also have to match an offer from the Detroit Pistons, Evan Mobley, 3 years, 141 M's. I know I said I wanted to trade him, but obviously we're not going to let him walk for nothing. So yeah, we got to match that. And since TJ McConnell is regressing, we're going to replace him with Javon Carter, another guy with a low shot tendency. 5 M's per year for 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. Cool. You know what, man? We might be in business, boys. Benedict Mathurin has taken a big jump for us, up forward in 86, and it even says 87 in the top left corner. What's that shot tendency looking like, though? That's what I gotta find out. Hey, man, we have a chance here. 93 shot tendency for Benedict Mathurin. That is an insane jump. We definitely needed that. And I mean, Evan Mobley is still only a 66 shot tendency, so maybe I'll trade him, maybe I won't. I don't really know. Either way, though, this is our last year, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. You know what, man? I said we were gonna go all in. We definitely are doing that. Benedict Mathurin, 42 minutes per game, and he's actually the only small forward in our rotation, so best believe he is gonna be that main guy. Honestly, I'm still not too sure about Evan Mobley. I feel like some of you guys might be screaming right now, trade this man. But like I explained earlier, there's not really anybody I can trade down for without it being too big of a drop off, and then we have a bad team, you know? So it's tough. But anyways, rounding out the starting 5 is Jared Allen. I still feel pretty good about that. Then we got our bench, which is Bruce Brown, Andrew Nembhard, Jarris Walker, and Isaiah Jackson. And like I said, man, we don't even have a backup small forward. Aaron Nesmith isn't getting minutes for us, so that should help Benedict Mathurin as well. You guys know the deal, man. Let's go to sim this first game and just see what it's looking like here. And if Evan Mobley goes crazy, I'm definitely trading him. Let's see. Hey, man, that's what we like to see here. Benedict Benedict Mathurin 30.6 rebounds and 23 shot attempts, and Evan Mobley only 9. That's music to my ears. Now, is that just a one-game thing? I'm not too sure. I'm gonna sim a little bit here. We'll see what it looks like with Evan Mobley in the mix. Maybe I'll trade him, maybe I won't. But either way, let's get into it. Hey man, we're 8-4 right now, but I had to stop this thing real quick. Take a look at these stats here. Benedict Mathurin, 32 points per game, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and he is still not shooting the ball too well, but I don't care about that. That is a stat line. They can get him MVP, so I feel pretty good about this team. We're also the number 2 seed, which we definitely will take. I'm locking it in, man. That is our team for year 3. Is it enough to get Benedict Mathurin MVP? I guess we're about to find out. Let's sim the rest of this season. Alright man, we're on the home stretch here. We got a few more games left. Let's see if this is enough to get MVP for Benedict Mathurin, as we are 61-21 and we did not get it. That is so tough. Bro, I feel like we did everything we could here. Ja Morant MVP, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal, and he shot 34% from deep. What did Benedict Mathurin average, man? That's what I want to find out, as he actually did get most improved. That's pretty funny. There's his stats: 33 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, shot 37% from deep. That's pretty good, man, but it wasn't enough to get MVP. That's super tough. We got most improved, but obviously that wasn't a challenge. It is what it is, man. I feel like we gave it our best shot. I really can't be mad at it. Anyways, what about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's go ahead and check this thing out, as we did get Benedict Mathurin All-NBA 13. That's nice. And what else do we got here? Evan Mobley All Defensive second team, and I guess that's it for us. So we are the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Not like it really matters too much. I'm still just looking at this stat line, man. This was not enough for MVP. 33 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. The shooting splits were career highs for him, and I know what you guys are gonna say. He played a lot of minutes. That's kind of a cheat code. You're probably not wrong. I mean, 41 minutes per game is pretty insane. As I'm recording this right now, the guy averaging the most minutes per game in real life is Tyrese Maxey, 38. So it is a pretty big jump, but like I said, this wasn't a realistic rebuild. I did what I had to do to give myself a chance, man. You feel me? But anyways, I do want to make a little bit of a playoff run here, just because it is my last year. So I am going to get some more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench per usual. Is that enough to win a championship, man? Let's go ahead and find out, as we're going to sim the whole playoffs here. And let's see, we make it out the first round. We almost lost in that second round there, but we came back from down 3-1. Now we're here in the NBA Finals, going up against the Houston Rockets. Let's take a look at the matchup. They got Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr., and Albert Sengun. This is a good team, man, but we're gonna sim this whole thing and just see how it plays out here, as we do win a championship. Okay, Evan Mobley Finals MVP. I really wanted it to be Benedict Mathurin. That would have been a cool way to end it, but I guess Evan Mobley couldn't let us have it. It is what it is, bro. Evan Mobley Finals MVP. Shout out to him. And you know what? Benedict got robbed, man. 46 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in the closeout game. That's a Finals MVP right there, if you ask me. Like, y'all can't say he didn't do his thing, man. 36 points in the playoffs, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, shot 38% from deep. Shout out to Benedict Mathurin. He definitely gave it his best shot. Anyways, man, that's gonna do it for me. We didn't complete this challenge, but did Benedict Mathurin get robbed? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I really do appreciate y'all for watching. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.